hard days, but never mind, we got over them. People, what worries me, people died in the struggle. It worries me that people, for example, Neil Aggett, this Neil Aggett who was on my, when I think of my birthday, I can't even relax on my birthday. I think of Neil Aggett hanging himself in the cell. What they did in South Africa, they kept you, like Ruth first as well, they were allowed to keep you for 90 days. And they kept you for 90 days. In that 90 days, you were not charged. You were held in a police station, not a prison. So in every single day of that time, every single day of the 90 days, you got called up, interrogated every single day. A lot of people were pushed out of windows and they said, oh, Indians can't fly. Indians were pushed out of windows. They said, oh, they jumped out of windows. You don't jump out of a 7th floor window. They interrogated you to such a degree that you forced. So what happened with Neil Aggett, he was a young doctor, and in Cape Town, his girlfriend was also a doctor, and what was his job? He was organising black trade unions. It was illegal for a black person to have a trade union. The whites had a union, but the blacks were not allowed. So Neil, in his spare time, weekends, he was helping. One day, going along the road, he's picked up by the police, and his girlfriend's picked up by the police. And he's sent to Johannesburg, John Foster Square, and he's not charged, he's just sent there to await to be charged. On the 77th day, of his arrest, he had 90 days, remember, that particular day he was interrogated, and there was a black man, I think it could have been Reverend Chikani, a black guy was also in one of the cells at the police station. It wasn't like a prison, you had little cells all over. And he was looked out of his cell, and he saw Neil coming out of that room that could hardly walk, just flopping. That next morning, they found Neil hanging in his cell. Now, I think they murdered him. Apparently, he made a statement. He might have given some names. He couldn't live with himself. They torture you to give names. You can't live with yourself. So the next morning, he was found hanging. Can you believe it? I wrote a poem about that. And I found out on the internet the union is it's called the Canning Workers Union now, but it's called the Black Canning Workers Union. And I found out they were having a very big union in Cape Town, big. So I emailed them and I said, I've written a poem. So on the 30th anniversary of his death, they read my poem. That was a very good poem, I thought, anyhow. So that was Neil Aggett. So when I think of South Africa, I always think of these people who died in the struggle. Can you imagine, Timmy said, they're not here anymore. You're long gone now, since that sad morn when you were found in that bare cell, hanging limp and drawn, scars so deep and worn. You were so young, yet gave your all for liberation of the poor, to earn a decent living wage, stand free and tall. The history books, they must reflect on all those martyrs dead and gone. And children, they must understand the freedom they enjoy today was made by unsung heroes yesterday. We will remember you. That's the poem. Sad poem, unfortunately, but it was your age, Timish, 28. Gone. Sad that South Africa doesn't always remember the people that have gone, hey? They don't remember people that have died for the struggle.